Hey guys, it is Sonia and back for another day of jewelry making. It's a beautiful day out there, and I'm going to do something nature inspired today. Um, yeah, I feel like when I do jewelry that involves things like leaves, that sort of nature vibe, it always does really, really well. So I've got these really cool carved stone um, leaves each one, and you can see how the hole is drilled. So that's going to be basically my idea today to start from, and I'll show you what I pulled out. So I pulled out these. You can see they're kind of pink carved, and then also I picked out a few things to pair with it, and I'm going to try a couple different designs. You can help me figure out what's the best to go, but right now to start with, I'm going to do a couple different designs. We'll see, which goes first. I think they're all going to be beautiful. There is no losers here. But I picked out these really cool big green florals. And my idea was, and also you can see I have some what I would call shabby chic, these beautiful vintage glass beads. And whoever did this lamp work bead, they made it look like there's roses inside. So you've got the green, and then there's like a clear glass. I got my hands on a stash of vintage beads, which, by the way, stay tuned. I'm going to start sharing all these in kits and just packages, strands on my Etsy. So stay tuned. That will start this week ahead. But can you see them? They're really cool. They have like these pink flowers, shabby flowers that I love, green, and then the clear glass as well. So I thought they were just gorgeous. And so I'm thinking that this green or this green could provide sort of a feeling like, this together would feel very floral. So the green and the pink. We're going to try it and see how it turns out. And then I'm going to need some filler beads, of course. The other ones I picked out was, we'll see how these look. This one, again, vintage beads. This one is done in the shape of like a donut. And then this one here, which who doesn't love donuts? And this one here has like a black interior with the green. That might be a little too much as I look around, but we'll see. I picked them out anyhow, so I've got some pairs of that. I also picked out these little flowers. You saw me use the big ones I had in my stash, and these were the little ones left over. We did another project, do you remember, with the big version of these little florals, and the big flower became like, it worked with the heart, the tiger eye heart. So go back and watch that video if you missed it. But here's the minis, and so I'm thinking these could potentially work for today. Then I also picked out some just flat glass beads, and they're a pale pink, so that could work too. And then I've got some smoky little guys in here. They're just tiny and they're faceted, meaning that they have all these little cuts onto them. So do you see how they like twinkle and shine? It's because the way the cut is done, it's just literally cuts all over it. So pretty. So between that, I'm thinking I could do something. And then for some like spacers and to add some extra pizzazz, I do have these little spacers as well. So they've got a little bit of twinkle into them. Do you see that? They have just some little bling bling in them. So anyway, we'll see what goes on. And then of course for this project, you will need some of these guys right here, which if you have the hook, you have the eye hook, or you have, if they have a little ball on the end, that's your head pin. So this guy has a head, so that way when I take up a bead and I put this on, the head's going to catch it. Now, sometimes you'll have beads and that interior that's drilled through them, this part will go all the way through. And so if there's any fear of that within yourself, I'll show you what I do. Just make sure I get two picked out that are the same size. I always keep a bunch of seed beads near me. And I'm not going to go for a big one, but maybe two. And I'm going to pick them out first so I can see them, because I want them to mirror each other. This is going to be a pair, so that feels right. Okay, so here's my trick. I will go ahead, take my head pin. If there's any worry about that bead going through, or this head pin going through, I just stop that, because now I have a bead which made that little head much thicker. And it's clear. It'll give it a little bit of light, so I'm okay with that. I'm going to drop that down. And so this is what my little leaf pendant looks like. leaf earring. This is going to be a pair. And now we get to plan. So where shall we start first? Where shall we start first? Well, I'm going to go, I guess, and pick one of these little guys. These little spacers right here. So I can go ahead. Just going to make sure I get two that look alike. And I want to make sure that there's no issues with them. Like all the little rhinestones are inside of them where they're supposed to be. Okay, that's perfect. So there we go. A little bit of bling bling right there. So we put that on. And the next thing that we do is I also have bigger sizes I'll show you as well. I was kind of debating. This is the big size, and this is what they look like. Big. That's a little, that's maybe for a piece that's going to be bigger. This is just a piece of metal right here just to soften it. All right, and then if we were to do just the pale pink, and then if we put a little flower, I feel like that could be a whole gig. Tell me if you feel the same. I'm going to find the hole right there. See, I think that's cute. Now I could look up switching around that order as well, just to see. I must know. I want to know. And there it is the other way around as well, which is really cute. I'm not going to lie. I kind of like that too. So whichever way you want to go. Let's just go with that. So then we're going to go ahead and we're going to take our looper. I'm going to put that in there. And we're going to go, ta-da! And there we go, ready to hang as an earring. So this loop, remember, is not fully closed because we are going to need that to be opened in order to hang it. But that is the beginnings. So that's going to be the first pair style. And we can do a couple. I'm going to make sure I have two of the leaves that look as close as possible. As close as possible without going over. Like it's going to be this guy. In, and then we take our little sparkle. So we did end up going to the park last night. It was really, really nice. There was actually fireworks last night. So we, after we did our walk, we did an hour walk through the park. See, this guy is, I obviously picked a head pin that was not as long. Okay, which is okay because I forgot my bead. There was screaming about that too. This is why I say that. I like to check my head pins before I start because they're not all the same length. And you could run out of pin. And then you got no space to make your loop. So we put that little bead there. We'll try this again. But yeah, and then we sat on the actual beach rocks and on the edge of the shoreline. And they had all these fireworks over the lake last night. I'm sure there'll be fireworks all weekend. We're open all weekend, so I am working. I'm off Monday. So we decided to stay open all weekend. Matt's working the front right now. All right, a lot of people want to bring their families in and see the shop and have been calling us and asking us if we're going to be open today and over the holiday weekend. So we are. That's pretty, right? Double checking to make sure I did those alike. Yep, so that could be a really cute little pair right there. Again, you get to decide what you want. Let me just put these right here. Now let's pick out another set. Two that feels like they really go. Use our gut here. And we're going to need long pins. If you guys been getting out, any plans this holiday weekend? Are you camping? I think we're going to barbecue today. I can eat a good burger any day, let's be honest. Got up this morning. We went to the gym. I earned that burger. And I cannot wait. Get the grill going. All right, so here's for our second kind of design as we have fun here. What do we want to do? So do we want to put that flower right on top? Just like that. That would be how simple it would be. Kind of cute. Kind of cute. Let's put in one of these little smoky glass faceted vintage beads. See if we like that better. Not so much. Not so much. So what do I want to do? Maybe I just do this and put a little guy on it. Oh, I got gold here. What would gold look like? Would that be crazy? I could be crazy. That's not bad. It's kind of cute too, isn't it? Do I want to do that? Yeah, let's do it. The thing is that when you're making all kinds of beads, so there we go. When you're making all kinds of beads, you know, this world takes all kinds. So you get to pull designs together, and then somebody comes in and goes, I love it. I love it. I can definitely be a testament to when you have a shop. I have seen it. I've had a physical shop, and I have watched people and just learned a lot about marketing and flow of people and how people think, because I've been self-employed for over, what was that crack? There's another piece stuck on it from last time. Over a decade, I have been working for myself with a brick and mortar store and online, but brick and mortar as well. Those are kind of different, right? But they're fun. They're fun. That'll work. And let me tell you, I always say, there is a sock for every foot. And if you have something on your sales floor, no matter what you make, even it will sell. It might take a longer for some things, but they always find homes. It's because you just wait for the perfect person. And that perfect person always comes in. So that's why I don't overthink when I make beads, because somebody's guaranteed to love it. We all love different things. All right, let's do a different design and try it. Let's try these lampwork beads. Pick out two that are relatively the same. That's so pretty. A little bit of green. Now, do I want to put that flower, or do I want to do something like this? That's pretty. Okay, that's adorable. Look at that. Okay, I'm really in love with that. Really, really. Like, no jokes. No jokes. Love that. That might be my personal fave. But I love them all. I'd wear any of these. Oh, I love that. That combo. And sometimes when you make stuff, it's like you work through it and you're like, oh yeah, you hit on it. And you decide that that is the one for you. Easy as that. You get clarity, right? Clarity through action. I'm a big believer in that. You just got to start doing something and then things click. Oh my gosh, I love that. So I could actually do a few sets of those. I get enough to do 2 more sets. And I'm not gonna lie, like that for me right there, I think that might be my personal fave. So we've got the shabby roses, the smoky, and the leaf. And we've got this. But tell me, like, they're all gorgeous. I might even do a set where these are changed around. Like where just reverse them. All right, so here are some designs so far. I get to leave at the end of next week for Canada. And I'm going to have my shop stocked. Pick out 2 that are alike. All right. The other thing is, once you start doing this, you start to go faster and faster. And that's because you lock into something, right? You lock in. That's why it's said and I do, oh, look, two came out together, but they're not quite the same size. That's why I always say when you batch things out, you can really go. All right, now you should match one of those, friend. But yeah, burgers tonight. What's your favorite thing that you put on a burger? I think I'm a classic, like, I need all the toppings. I think also onion. I know there are people that don't like onion, but how can you not like onion? How can you not like onion? Okay, that guy's gotta go. Tell me if you love onion. If not, that's okay. That's okay. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna do this, this, and this, and see how this looks. See, that's pretty too. Like, just, you know what? I'm kind of loving that. Kind of loving that. I didn't even put that little spacer in there. That's gorgeous. I feel like, yeah, I feel like we're onto that too. Okay, let's get two that are the same. But yeah, I'm an onion garlic lover. I feel like it gives a lot of flavor, taste to stuff. But I'm weird like that. I eat what I call monster toes, which is garlic stuffed olives straight from the jar. There's always a jar. Look at that. Friend. We are on a mission. Do I have two last long ones pulled out here that could work for this mission? And we do. Speaking of mission, my son is back in Japan now. He was in Alaska for the last few weeks. He did find it hard with all the light. And he is back. I'm going to do another set of those over there, which was this and this. Between jet lag, I think, and all the sunlight they get right now. But he's back over there. Back on base. All right. Let's fill that one up. So yeah, get yourself some seed beads just to have them on the side. All right. I love it. This will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sets we made in just a few moments. Variations. And then we get to put our little hangers on these guys. Trying to get that little piece of, I'm gonna snap you. Don't make me do it. You're gonna stay stuck in there. You're gonna get the squeeze, the big squeeze. Okay, so that's beautiful. We did like what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different kinds. Different kinds. That is so cool. Wow. All right. So then we're going to go ahead and grab some earring wires. And let's take a look. Because you know I love to show you what the grand finale here, okay? The grand finale of fireworks. You got to see it. You got to see it to believe it. Let me hang. Now, I think two of my favorites today were definitely these guys here. And it was pretty simple, right? It's just 3 beads. Okay, that goes up in that little hook. Because, baby, you're a firework. I'm going to squeeze real tight. Oh, my golly gee. Just wait for it. Just wait for it. You can't tell me this ain't fun. You can't tell me this ain't fun. All right, now let's see. Imagine it. Imagine it in a perfect world where these are packaged in all their glory. And this is what they would look like. Ta-da! We did that. We did that. We did that. Pretty happy with myself. Pretty happy with myself. So we did a couple different designs. Pretty nice, right? I think these two ended up being my favorite. I love that. Anyhow, tell me if you enjoyed getting into some leafy business today and bringing about these earrings to life. Definitely nature inspired. And I'm going to do my packaging, get them all ready. And yeah, and remember, if you make anything and you want to change anything out, all you got to do is have some snips available, and way to go, repin them up. So it's nice to be able, this is just such an easy pastime, and there are no mistakes because everybody loves different things. Anyhow, I love all the things. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I will see you again tomorrow. By the way, I'm planning to pack up my bead kit and take it to the lake with me tonight. So look for some lakeside videos coming up. I'm putting that out into the universe, okay? So we're going to do that because I just think it'd be so amazing to do what I do, but to do it by the lake and just listening to the birds and the water, people watching underneath the sun, maybe a shady tree on a picnic table. Anyway, I'm going to see if I can do that because that's been on a personal bucket list of mine. You've heard me talking about it for a long time. And anyhow, we're going to enjoy some extra park time this weekend because it is a holiday weekend and it's beautiful. So summer is here. So anyway, I'm going to take you with me and we're going to do that. So, all right. Have a great one, guys. Have 2 hamburgers, okay? Bye.